You're driven with grand aspirations. You aim to achieve greatness, and eventually you desire to embrace the life you've long envisioned. But there's an obstacle. You're unmotivated. You clearly know what you ought to be doing, yet you avoid it, leading to a sense of regret, because deep inside you realize you're capable of more. This guilt accumulates over days, weeks, months, until it transforms into resignation, and then the new year comes with the same objectives. From last year, you begin energetically driven by enthusiasm and a touch of illusion, but soon enough, delay sneaks in, like that persistent relative who never misses an uninvited visit. Your ongoing delay evolves into a regular pattern of idleness, and before long, you've branded yourself as someone idle. So how can we escape this loop and liberate ourselves from procrastination? Well, there exist numerous clips online, but most of them merely tackle the symptoms, like removing social platforms or eliminating distractions. While these might assist in the short run, they neglect to confront the true problem. The underlying reason behind procrastination, which can be captured in a single term. Inertia in physics. Inertia is the inclination for stationary objects to remain at rest and moving objects to continue in motion unless influenced by an outside force. This also aligns with Newton's first law of motion, and it pertains equally to tasks as it does to items. Initiating any task, regardless of size, demands an initial effort and a bit of energy to surpass the idle state of inertia. And this exactly is the problem. We turn this starting effort so large and challenging in our thoughts that instead we simply evade the task completely and divert ourselves with low-effort, dopamine-boosting activities. So to shatter procrastination, we must overcome inertia. And there are two methods to do this. Beginning is the hardest step. So simplify this as much as feasible by lowering the stakes and taking the tiniest step ahead. For instance, if you convince yourself I must sit and finish my 5,000-word essay, the inertia feels overwhelming as the pressure is so great. But alternatively, if you tell yourself I'll just write 50 words, the sense of inertia becomes much lighter. As now it's quite simple to start without needing to depend on willpower or self-control. Another common approach is the 2-minute rule. If you're not inclined to do the task, just assure yourself you'll do it for 2 minutes. Then halt if you choose to. For example, you're not keen on tidying your room. Play a tune, clean your room, and pause when the music ends. The best part is often you'll keep going past 2 minutes, or you'll write more than 50 words. And this happens because moving objects stay in motion, meaning once we begin, we build momentum, and this momentum propels us further. At first, it's like rolling a ball uphill, but once we clear the point of inertia, it's smooth sailing from there. And that's why it's crucial that the starting effort is small and simple. In other words, lower the pressure and begin with just 2 minutes. You can use these two techniques in any part of your life to conquer procrastination, whether that's hitting the gym, working on your side project, nurturing your relationships, or almost anything you can imagine. As Martin Luther King once stated, you don't need to view the entire staircase, just take the initial step.